Hello. Wow.
What
Much
is
smoke.
what is that?
It's something I do.
What's going on?
Yeah. So, Clobber, talking about me, comparing me to pedophiles on the show, and just still talking about me. I thought you were going to, converse with him, not to do that because I don't understand how you think I deserve to be bullied.
What are you talking about?
Why is it okay that I'm being bullied by your friend?
What makes you think that I am okay, authorized, or have anything to do with bullying?
Well, because I mean they're your friends, and you didn't tell them to stop, right? So
So you think that I could tell Clobber, hey, stop doing that, and then Clobber's gonna stop doing that?
well, I mean, if you had a conversation with him, because he's saying I'm a sexual predator and I sexually harassed him when he knows that's not how it went.
Where did he?
And I put out the story of how it went and said it was my fault. I didn't, you know, when he said that he was talking to someone. This is before he used the word girlfriend.
Uh huh.
Um, so I didn't take it seriously until he said, "I have a girlfriend. Please stop sending me nudes." But it was literally only two, and it was boobs. It wasn't even noodles.
Well, I mean, boobs
Boobs.
are boobs are nude, right? Were they naked? Were they
All right.
naked breasts?
Yes.
Yeah, that's those are nudes. If your boobs were out, like that would be considered a nude. Just like the
Oh,
picture you put in your Discord with your butt, the profile picture, that also would be considered a nude.
okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
so
live and we
anyway,
learn,
yeah. But
right?
right. But he's calling me a sexual predator when I'm not a sexual predator, and I know he just wants attention. That's how he is. People warned me. They're like, he's not going to stop. He's a little girl. He really is.
Who warned you that?
That's I can't say who.
Oh, come on, Jesse. Aren't we past that point where you can't tell me
No,
things?
because no, because this
Jesse,
person no, because this person told me stop talking about me completely, and
was it
you
Sloth
know,
Cat? I mean, because you guys are gonna have a really hard time
no,
raising that baby if you're unable to talk about him.
God, no,
Nothing better
Hellcat
than
is my baby
that.
daddy.
He's Sloth Cat.
Nothing better than that. He's a good man and not say fast. He's
He's
a sloth.
Sloth Cat.
Yeah. Wow, 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 wow.
Um,
Yeah. So, but um, that whole thing, whatever, and it's just so exaggerated. It's so freaking ridiculous, and the fact that I was crying this morning. After I put makeup on. So,
wait. So you ruined a perfectly good face of makeup with
yeah, because I
tears?
was crying
I hope you
today.
didn't get any on your silk shirt.
No, it was just mascara, and it was all running down my face.
I thought I could hear
But
you putting on face makeup. Is that what you're doing right now?
I'm driving. I'm working.
Oh, oh,
So
take a seaweed capsule.
So yeah, if you could just tell these people to stop, talking about me, and tell them I'm not a sexual predator
Well,
because I'm not.
what would you like me to say, and how would you like me? That might be the easiest if you can. Because
She's
if
not a sex pet. She's not a sexual predator, and it was a funny little thing at first, but now you guys are taking it too seriously and need to get mental help.
all right, well, hold on, slow down. So, guys, and I'm just practicing. Guys, she's not a sex pest. Yes, it was funny in the beginning, but now it's not funny anymore. She's not a sex pest.
Right. Collateral.
And then what if someone's like, yeah, but she was posting nudes in her Discord, or she sent me nudes, and what would how would I overcome that objection?
Oh, you're talking about the old server that was called Jesse's Sex
No, no,
Cult,
I'm talking
and
about like the one that people will say, oh, she put this picture of her butt, side profile picture of her butt into chat just or into her Discord like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, but those are people that I converse with and ask me for news and everything. I put it
Well,
in
I mean,
there.
I talk with my neighbor, but if I just went over to her house and whipped my dick out, she'd probably be
All right,
like,
well,
"That's
nobody's really in my Discord. We call it a ghost town for that reason.
yeah."
But
So
uh,
you're saying like if
I
it's
want
5 or
it to
6
stop, and
people,
you can make it stop because you started it.
how did I
So if
start?
you
Whoa, whoa,
just
whoa, whoa, whoa,
so if you tell people
whoa! How did I start this?
No, you did because of the sex pest videos and thumbnails and
What
everything.
sex pest
But
videos? I didn't make any sex pest. Oh, those videos. Okay, but here's the
you're
thing.
such a fucking idiot.
Jesse Jean. Now, is that any way to talk to me on the Sabbath?
Well, listen,
Did you just burp?
I'm nervous.
What do we say when we burp, Jesse?
Uh, we say you're welcome.
No, you say excuse me. This is why you can't be excused from the dinner table until you eat all your Brussels sprouts. Because you don't listen. And
Okay, Daddy. Um, so anyway, what do can you make it stop? Because he's calling me a predator and everything, and he's constantly commenting on things about me,
who
and
I'm constantly commenting on things about you?
no, Clobber.
You said you. You keep saying you as in I'm the one doing it.
Oh, sorry, I'm really tired.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah, you're always really tired, and then that's your
I
excuse
didn't mean
for
to say.
why you
Yeah.
do and say awful things to me.
Okay, but you do awful things to me too. So what is your excuse? My
Jessica,
excuse is that mine is
Jesse,
well, you poked me, well, I'm gonna slap you back.
that sounds like
You
tit for
know,
tat, and as you said, tit for
well,
tat
that's
is
what you've been doing.
tit for tat.
So
I've been tit for tatting you, or tat for titting.
titties. Uh, so anyway, can you resolve this issue, especially with the constant community posts and everything? And I know that he just wants me to respond and everything. That's why I made that video this morning. Just to clarify, what's going on, because I do not accept someone calling me a sexual predator and saying that I sexually harass them and saying that I'm just like the men on the To Catch a Predator show. Like, that's an exaggeration. I don't fucking talk to little children.
Who said that?
You got Clobber
Where? Okay, can you show me where Clobbah is saying this stuff? Because
on his community tab. Yeah, on his
so
community tab.
this is all last
He
night. He was saying stuff about you
he
last night.
reposted. Yeah, he reposted one of my polls about Chris Hansen, and he was doing he was jabbing at me, being like, oh well, he makes predators look like a fool, and he was saying it like you poke
Oh,
poke
like
poke.
they're making a fool of you, like that type of thing.
Yeah, because you're a predator. So
That is my car,
yeah.
That's the only reply that would work for me. So I'm looking at
Yeah, so please, can you please just talk to him and and be like, she's a good woman, and she's doing the best that she can, and she all she wants to do is just make music, do her TCAP stuff. She doesn't want drama.
I mean, Jesse,
She's not like
Jesse,
she
doesn't that
doesn't
kind of sound like
respond to people,
doesn't
and
that kind of sound like the lyrics to a
you're
song?
kind of making a fool out of
You're
yourself
talking over me.
by talking
How could
about
I?
me
I can't absorb
every
any
single
of
night.
Jesse. I can't absorb any of this. You're
Okay,
spilling
well, can you please?
you're spilling a
Can you
gallon of
please?
water in an 8-ounce cup right now. It's early, girl. You
Okay,
slow
well, can
down.
you please like just talk to him
Well, I
and
missed about the look. I missed 90% of what you just said in that speed round.
well, just talk to him about everything, and just be like, dude,
All right,
you don't understand.
hold
Like,
on,
you're
and
hurting
I'm
her
being
just because
serious,
she said something and she apologized.
Jesse.
No, you're not listening.
Jesse, I am trying to listen. Okay, what if we did like and I'm being dead serious. What if we kind of did like a song on the next No Migos, and it was kind of like she's a good woman doing her best, and then you'll be like, I'm a good woman, I'm not a sex pest. Oh, Jesse, why are they messing with you? You'd be like, I don't know, but I wish that you would do. Stop messing with Jesse. What do you think of that? Like, if we just kind of go off of that?
Sir, but I want you to. I think you need to have discussions with some of these.
Well, I think sometimes the best
The,
discussions start with the
the,
song.
the funny thing is, he said that I harassed him, and I literally keep saying I haven't talked to him in that month's time or whatever, how long it's been, like 2 months or whatever. And then he's technically harassing me. The irony is so real.
Wow. Well, and he said, I see what you're talking
He's
about.
harassing me by not talking about me. I stopped talking about him. He won't stop talking about me to every single person. And people come to me and they're like, what is up with you and Clobbah? Why does he always bring you up in conversations?
Well, I don't know
And
if
like, because of the sexual thing, all that stuff that I apologized for, that his little girly ass can't forgive. Which I'm not asking him to forgive, but just chill the fuck out, dude.
So you want me to tell him all that?
Yeah. Can you please?
Okay, but what if that doesn't work? What is our next step? Because we can't just leave
Then
it.
get his information so I could file a temporary restraining order.
What?
Get his information so I can file a temporary restraining order, because I'm sick of these people talking about me, and then when I talk about them, that's not fair that they can talk about me, but I can't talk about them because they're bullies and they're mentally ill.
Well, I mean, you could
They should be called.
you
They should be called out, and just and it's not fair that when I call them out, they're like, people say, oh well, Vex is mentally ill, and you're coming after a mentally ill person. I'm so sick of people using that excuse for they have poor behavior and they're a horrible person. Does not fucking matter what's going on inside of your motherfucking head. It's like committing murder and being like, oh well, I was mentally ill, so just
Oh yeah,
not free.
are those people who will like beat their wife or whatever and be
So
like, "Oh, I have mental illness. That's why I did domestic violence."
right,
And it's like, "No,
right,
there's no
right.
excuse for that. There's no
Exactly,
excuse for
and it's
putting your
so
hands on someone, you piece of shit, right?
yeah. Look, there's no fucking reason to
No
do fucking.
reason." Yeah, yeah,
There's
that
no
too. Yeah, no reason.
no. There's no reason to attack someone online because of your mental illness.
I know. Yeah.
So anyway, can you please just let me know? I gotta go.
Where are you going?
But can you? I'm working right now, and I got things to do. So can you
What
please
else
just
you got?
talk to him
Can you
and
tell me what
let me
else you have
know
going?
how?
Hold on, you're asking me to do something
Um,
for you. I'm asking you what else you have going on today, Jesse.
just working on music. Other than like after work and stuff. It's 9/11, so it's kind of just
Yeah,
uh,
it's a
you know,
somber day. It's definitely
somber day. It's actually raining in New York, so kind of just reminds me of that day, and how it was like it went from like gray to fucking sunny to gray, sunny, and it was with memories. But
weren't you like 7 years old?
I was a child when that happened, but
Yeah.
I remember everything that happened, and know someone who survived. Um, so yeah,
I just
my
gotten out of the military like a month
husband.
before that. Your husband?
No, my aunt's husband survived. He actually evacuated everyone out of the towers and had the World Trade Center. I meant, and he he was telling people. He was like on like the. I think it was like the seventh floor. I'm 100% sure. But telling them to jump out of the window. And people were like freaking out. How they tell the stories like crazy, but like people were freaking out, like I'm not jumping out and everything, and they all survived. Like of course, like they fucking fell out of the window, but they survived because they But
Wait,
anyway,
wait. What your aunt? So that's your uncle, right? Your aunt's husband.
well, it's my mom's best friend since they were kids, so we call
Oh,
her
so you
aunt.
call her auntie. So it's like your play uncle, your play auntie. I get it. What's his name? Because that's a pretty crazy story. And Hanson living in New York. I think we're probably gonna do like a retrospective next month, and I would love to get that story.
Well, his name is John, but I mean I don't talk to him or anything. But
John what?
I don't I really don't know. I don't
It's not
remember.
Krasinski, is it?
No, no. I would say it's an Italian name, But anyway, any hoodle, I gotta go. So can you please just talk to Clobbah for me and let me
Wait,
know,
can you do the any hoodle with the side of soup? What does that mean?
any hoodle with a side of soup. Ah,
No, I don't. I don't know if that's the way you did it. Any hoodle with a side of soup. You do it like that.
yeah.
Hey, so
Or any
I need to know. I have my
with
listen
shredded cheese.
listen. I listened to you. I listened to you. I have one quick thing I have to say before you get back to work. I'm talking with my screenwriter guy tonight. So, are you going to be a part of this movie thing or what?
Oh my God, can you fucking stop and just
Jesse,
like, can you just please,
I can.
all right, fucking talk talk to Clobbah
Okay,
for me and just like,
Are you gonna talk to my screenwriter guy, or am I going at this alone?
no, because you're fucking bullshit and you think I'm fucking dumb like you're run. So goodbye.
Oh, that was rude.